Hey guys, welcome back to Grit and Grace Farm. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So were the animals what you thought they were going to be? I had a lot of people who I had talked to say that they were voting goat and things like that, but ended up kind of going off in the left field and having pigs. So the way that came about was that our sweet neighbor ended up just having a litter of piglets that were 4 months old. She had already sold, she had posted that she had 4. She had 2 girls and 2 boys. And the 2 girls were sold very quickly. And so I messaged her real quick and asked her, if she would hold them for us if we got them, asked how much they were, got some information on the breed and everything, and asked her if she would hold them because we don't have the infrastructure for them just yet. But Matt's going on vacation the week of, starting this coming Saturday, the week of July 4th. And so we were already planning on doing some things like getting the garden set up and things like that. And so it wouldn't be too much of a big deal to get some infrastructure for these pigs. And so she said yes. And so I talked to Matt about it to make sure that everything was good. And then she decided to hold, and then it just was what it was. She was going to hold them for us, and I didn't tell the kids until we got there, clearly. So she's holding on to them for us until really the end of next week, until we have everything set up and ready to go for them. Meanwhile, we had done pig research, knowing that we wanted to get pigs. Matt really wants to get pigs in particular. And we had not done breed-specific pig searches yet, though. And so we are spending this week getting to know the Kune Kune breed more, what they need in terms of nutrients, what they need in terms of development. They are a heritage breed pig, which means they won't reach maturity until 24 months, somewhere in there. So they do take a little bit longer to grow out than a feeder meat kind of pig that is more common in the industry. I guess I'm trying to let Tozer use the restroom and he's yanking on the leash. Anyways, they take a little bit longer to get ready to butcher or mate. So we haven't decided. Robin has offered, her nephew's gonna show her how to castrate. And we haven't decided if we're going to castrate both of them or if we're going to castrate one of them and have one stay intact so that we can breed later down the line. We're still talking that over. But we got another couple weeks before they're available for castration. So anyways, they are 4 months old, and you don't get to know their names until they are here on the homestead, and we will do a video where you get to really see them and see them come home and get to know their names. But we did let the kids pick one name. They named the bigger one, and then Matt and I named the smaller one. So we are very excited for that. So I got the dogs taken out. Everybody's still kind of waking up, and I'm sitting on the front porch just enjoying it. It's a bit of a cooler morning. We had a bit of a cold front. It's 97 instead of 103. And I'm enjoying the coolness out here and just the pretty morning. I'm about to go in and make breakfast. Today is Thursday, and Monday evening Matt came down with a sinus infection. We thought for a short while on Tuesday that it was an actual cold, but he's been like all over the state of Texas, from a drier climate to humid climate and back. And this always happens every time that he does this. And so we figured it's just a sinus infection, and then he was over it in less than 24 hours. And so I was like, yeah, okay, it's a sinus infection. So been having him mend, and then one of his coworkers got to come out, and we had our first visitor to the farm. That wasn't just a neighbor coming over to say hi. But his coworker was traveling and was passing kind of through the area, and we weren't too far out of his way on his way home, so he stopped by and we got to have lunch with him and just hang out and show him the property, and it was really exciting. It was really cool because he very much appreciates what we're doing here, which is really cool. He was very excited for us. So that's what we've been doing, and today I get to go and pick up our very first CSA from a local farm. If you don't know what a CSA it's a community supported agriculture subscription, basically, where you pay a certain amount each week, and you pick a size for the box, and they deliver to a drop point a box filled with produce from the farm in the quantity, like we picked the one that would feed 4 people. They have one that's smaller that would feed 2 to 3 people, and then one that would just feed like 1 person. And then they give you just whatever's grown on the farm, whatever they have. This particular one, they don't grow blueberries, but they are working with another, I am all bleached out. They're working with another farm that does produce blueberries nearby, and so we'll have blueberries, which is really exciting. Farm fresh, like organic blueberry. This farm isn't certified organic, but they're in the process of being certified organic, so they're doing all of the things. They just don't have the license just yet, but they're working on it. And so it's literally just seasonal eating. Whatever they have available, they give us a quantity that would feed about 4 people. And then you can do add-ons, which they have partnered with a couple of other farms that produce things like chicken and pork and beef, pasture raised, and they have some of their own too, but they're still working on that. So we got, and eggs. They have some of their own eggs, but they sell out quickly, and so they also have another farm nearby that has pastured eggs. So we're getting eggs, we're getting fruits and veggies, and we're getting, I think I ordered like some chicken breast and ground beef or something like that. I don't remember now what I did as the add-ons. But it's going to end up being, I think it's going to end up being about what I would spend, maybe slightly less than what I would spend going to the grocery store and getting really, the higher quality stuff. But this way I'm supporting a local farm, which we really wanted to do. So our first pickup is today, and I'll go pick that up this afternoon. I'm very excited to do that. What else do we have going on? I mentioned Matt's got vacation this coming week. He's working from home this week. He's got a report he's got to work on. But next week he'll be all ours, and we will work on the farm. And hopefully, sorry, my chair started to collapse. There we go. I didn't have it latched. Hopefully we'll get to work on the garden that's going to be up here a bit, plus getting fencing for the pigs, plus something else. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not. If I haven't, I'll just leave it alone. Anyways, so that is, sorry, I'm moving around. I'm not super comfortable right now holding up this phone. Anyways, so that's what we're doing today. And I think that's all I'm going to film. Oh, one more thing, and I'll insert a clip here in just a minute of it. We couldn't figure out why it was so hot in our house yesterday. And last night, Matt went and took a look at the AC, because it was like, the old AC may have just died. So it was like 83, it was set to 73. And it wasn't super hot outside, like it has been. we had turned the fan on the AC on, and I forgot to turn it off, and it was blowing for too long. And last week it was super hot, and so it froze up, and it just took a couple days for it to reach the point where the AC shut off. So we got to sleep a little warm last night while we defrosted the air conditioner. So I'll show you a little clip of Matt showing the kids that last night. And valuable lesson, valuable reminder, when it's over 100 degrees, don't leave your AC with the fan on constantly, because it will freeze up. Daddy has something to show you. Go.
Whoa. That.
It's ice.
Can I touch it?
Good.
Ah, it's cold. Whoa, how did it get that cold?
And that's what happens when it works too hard. It ices up and freezes it.
Why is it all over?
Tozer, it's okay, bud.
How did
Where
it
it-
get so cold?
It's been running non-stop for days. Whenever it got hot and everything, so it was probably very
Wait.
gradual.
Usually whenever it gets hot, it melts ice.
Yeah, but this thing's running so much.
So much
It
cold.
gets so cold that no, it not loses heat. All the tubing and everything gets so cold trying to keep up with the heat that it freezes over.
And ice is all over.
These over here, these are the actual, this surface here and this surface over here. Underneath that ice is where it actually pulls air in, and it can't pull air in.
Whoa.
So
It
that's what
busted.
happens. Stop.
We don't bang on it,
So
guys.
you crack it.
It's
We just
busted.
leave it.
No, it's not.
We leave it, and we let it de-ice, which will probably take all night. And we let it de-ice on its own.
Tozer, quiet.
It'll melt into this tray, and then it'll run down this tube and straight out of the house.
We have Tozer just in case for some reason it overflows.
Wow.
So anyway, future reference. So you don't really leave it running no matter how hot it gets. Do you remember at the cabin? Remember when we were at the cabin?
Yeah.
The AC had a tag on it that said if it gets above,
73.
no, if the temperature outside gets above 91, do not set this AC
Oh, yeah.
below 73.
Yeah.
I remember.
Because of this, it'll ice up the system.
So, good things to know. Thankfully, the AC is just fine. It's up and running now. It just needed to defrost. So, praise God, it wasn't anything other than just user error. And we're good to go now. So, I think I'm going to leave you with that clip. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. I'll film through the weekend and Monday or Tuesday get a video up. But I've got to go make breakfast and gather my thoughts. Thank you for joining me here at Grit and Grace Farm. Sorry it was such a short video with just a little bit of talking and updating, but we'll see you next time.